you get the memo? We're doing 75 Hard Mom Edition. This challenge is all about getting our sparkle back while showing our kids the power of self-love and joy. If you're not a mom, don't click away. I've tailored this challenge for everyone to enjoy, and of course, feel free to edit the rules to match your specific life. If you're still in the newborn trenches or struggling to get a solid night of sleep, please do not take on this challenge. I am 7 months postpartum and I feel ready to challenge myself a bit and have a little bit of fun changing things up, but please do not feel pressured if you are not in a state where you can take on something new. Just enjoy this as entertainment or save it for when you're ready down the line. I wanted the rules that I chose to form into actual habits that I take with me throughout the rest of my life. So this is not the traditional 75 hard with 2 workouts a day and all this crazy stuff. So let's just get right into it. Good morning, this is day 1 of 75 hard modified. Let's call it 75 soft. My first rule in this challenge is that I have to wake up at least 45 minutes before my child. During this 45 minutes, I cannot go on my phone. I have to either read my Bible, pray, meditate, do something productive, work out. You get the idea. So today I got out of bed at 6:15. It wasn't too bad. I woke up a lot last night just in anticipation of today. I'm gonna do some morning stretches, pray, and then check some emails. As a work from home mom, I find myself using every single nap time to work on my computer, and that leaves me very disheveled and unorganized for the day because I have no time to myself, no time to reset the house, no time to think about dinner or just do anything. So I think by dedicating some time before he wakes up to work a little bit, I can work less during the day and feel like I can take a breath during the day. Today I don't have too much time because I did my stretches and stuff. Maybe I'll move up the time that I wake up so that I can at least dedicate like a good 45 minutes solely to work, but we'll see how that plays out. Rule number 2, 15 minutes of getting ready every single day. This means hair, makeup, and clothes. If you don't wear makeup, replace the makeup with skincare or some type of self-care. If you're not a mom, again, same rules apply. And ladies, we're putting sunscreen on every single day as part of this challenge. I know you're skipping days, and I'm watching you. Sunscreen is one of the best anti-aging secrets, so start putting it on every single day. By the time we're done with this challenge, it's going to be part of your routine. I'm gonna link my everyday makeup down below. I kind of go for a no makeup look. It takes me about 10 minutes. By the time I'm done, I feel like I can take on the rest of the day. Bonus rule, if you're interested, you have to get this done within 2 hours of your wake up time. Water is not one of my goals because I'm just not a big believer that you need to drink a bunch of water, and I know that's a hot take, but I think the water industry, like Big Water, has really convinced us that we need a gallon of water every day, and I just personally don't think we need that much water. That being said, if you want to add water as one of your goals, go ahead and do it. I am gonna drink about 2 of these a day. I feel like that's more than reasonable. Sometimes I only drink 1.5, and that's totally fine. I want all of my goals to be life-changing goals, and I don't think me drinking slightly more water is going to change my life in any way. I don't feel a difference when I drink, let's say 3 Stanleys instead of 2. That being said, I think electrolytes make a difference, so I like to make sure I have electrolytes every day. I'll link my element code down below, my favorite electrolytes, if you're looking to start on your electrolyte journey. All right, let's go to the gym. Thursdays are my easiest days because my mom watches my son, so we have absolutely no excuse today. Part of this challenge is going to be doing one 45-minute workout every single day. We're not going to do 2 workouts a day like the original 75 hard. I just don't think that's realistic or sustainable, especially for a new mom like myself. It's just not something that I think is helpful, but I definitely think what is life-changing is doing at least 1 workout every single day. Since we're giving ourselves grace as new moms, going on a walk counts. A brisk, athletic walk counts. Pushing your stroller with your kids, whatever, by yourself. You can't use a walk as your workout more than 3 times per week. You heard? So that guarantees that we are at least doing 4 solid actual workouts and then 3 walks, or you can work out 7 days a week, whatever you prefer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you know I'm not excluding any men from partaking in this challenge. Everybody is welcome. All right, let's get these glutes popping. We're gonna start with some squats, and I'm also gonna show you some at-home exercises if you can't make it to the gym. Today we're at the gym though. I'm doing some heavy back squats. I'm doing 5 sets of 5. If you're at home, grab the heaviest dumbbell or the heaviest gallon of milk, the heaviest object you can find in your house. We're gonna do 5 sets of 10 squats. The point is to feel the burn and to be struggling. If you're not struggling, try to increase your weight or increase the number of reps. We wanna be fatigued by the end of our set. The next exercise I'm doing here at the gym is some deadlifts. I'm doing 4 sets of 8. If you're at home, we're gonna stick to the 5 sets of 10 because we have lighter weights at home. We wanna increase the number of reps that we're doing. This is called an RDL or a Romanian deadlift. It can be tricky to get the form right, so I suggest doing it in front of a mirror, making sure you're not arching your back. You want to think of it as if you're pushing a door closed, so your glutes are hinging outwards as if you're pushing a door shut. Your knees will bend a little bit, but not like crazy. You don't have to go as low as I'm going here. Just go until you feel a good stretch and try to connect your mind to your muscle. Basically tell yourself that you're working your glutes. This will help you feel the movement a little bit more. It's a great exercise, especially if you can add weight every week. It's hard to add weights at home as you get stronger, so I do encourage you to try your best to get to a gym. I know it's so hard, but even if you can go just once or twice a week to the gym to get that progressive overload of weights, especially on our leg days, that's where we're really gonna see the most growth in muscle, and that muscle growth is what gives us the shape that we're looking for. The butt, the legs, the calves. We need to be going as heavy as we can to see that muscle growth. This next exercise is my favorite exercise for the glutes. I'm sore every single time. It's basically just a lunge, but we're lunging backwards. If you can have something to step on with your front foot, that's gonna give us a bigger stretch. You can step on the back of a couch or a chair. This is called a Bulgarian split squat. Any lunge variation is good. And again, we wanna build that muscle and use more weight next week than we used this week. We need to be increasing the weights we use every week if we want to see the gains. All right, I'm home. I stopped at Pollo to pick up some lunch. My diet rule is that we're gonna follow a diet of our choice. So whatever that means for you, whether it's keto, intermittent fasting, hitting a protein goal, no sugar, you get to choose the diet of your choice and stick to it for 75 days. So my diet is going to be 115 grams of protein minimum. That is my hard and fast rule. And then I'm also trying to limit refined carbs. So for today, for my choppy chop from Pollo, I got brown rice instead of my usual white rice. So I'm trying to make easy swaps where I can. This morning I had 2.5 eggs with some raspberries and a bagel. So I'm still eating refined carbs, especially right before my leg day. I need to make sure I have energy. But I do want to swap out for whole grains whenever I can, whenever it's easy. If you're struggling with deciding what your diet should be, you might be interested in talking to a dietitian. And I didn't know that I could talk to a dietitian at no cost to me through Nourish. Depending on what insurance you have, if you're here in the US, chances are you'll be able to talk to a dietitian at no cost to you. And they are partnering with me on today's video, which I thought was perfect because I think we're all trying to always be the best version of ourselves, trying to eat healthy and meal plan. Nourish dietitians help you create a life that is sustainable, which I feel like is the message that I'm trying to convey in this video. We want to make changes that are sustainable long-term, that are good for our health. So whether you're trying to lose weight, put on weight, maybe you're struggling with PCOS or endometriosis. When I met with my dietitian, I told her about all of my fertility stuff, and she came up with a plan for me of low inflammation. Whether you're struggling with meal planning, the actual grocery shopping, or the actual execution of the meals, they help you all along the way. My dietitian has helped me so much with just coming up with meal ideas and buying ingredients that can go for multiple meals. Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans in all 50 states, and 94% of Nourish patients pay $0 out of pocket. And you can sign up in like 5 minutes on your phone or laptop, so it's super easy right from home. And I think now is a good time, if you are partaking in 75 Soft with me, now's a good time to try it out. Like I said, it's probably going to be no cost for you. My link is useNourish.com/RachelVin. It'll be linked in the description. And thank you so much, Nourish, for partnering with me on today's video. Use Nourish. Yeah. Is that good? What do you think about that? I actually got 142 grams of protein, which was awesome. I logged my everything bagel with butter and eggs, my Troppy Chop with chicken, and my chicken tender sub that we did end up having for dinner. And the last rule in my challenge is to take one photo a day of you, your family, your pets, your friends, your kids, whatever you're doing that day to document your life. So I looked back and I was like, oh shoot, maybe I forgot to take a photo, but I ended up taking this selfie documenting the first time waking up 45 minutes before my child. The photo doesn't have to be fancy or cool in any way. It's just documenting our real life. 75 soft, day 2, and I already failed. I woke up at 2 a.m. last night and I just could not fall back asleep for the life of me. So technically I was awake 45 minutes before him, but I did not get out of bed, and that was the rule. So we failed. But the thing with my rules is that if I have to start all over, it's okay, because these rules are not very extreme, and I feel like I want these to be habits that I do for the rest of my life. So with the original 75 hard, if you fail a day, you have to start all over from day 1. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying in the intro. Like, if you're still not getting good sleep, if you're in the newborn trenches, for whatever reason, if you're not sleeping well, you really can't worry about this stuff. I have been sleeping well, so I'm not sure why last night was kind of crazy. I ended up moving into Jesse's room and trying to sleep in there because we have a bed in there, but I still couldn't sleep. And then at 6 a.m. I was like, if I risk waking him up by getting out of his room, I didn't want to risk it. So that's okay. We're starting over from day 1. I told you guys on my Instagram that we're starting June 1st. It's currently May 30th, so I technically started a few days earlier than you guys on my Instagram because I wanted to get this video out in the first week of June. It is what it is. We're gonna move on. You can decide for yourself if you want to start all over, if you fail, or just keep on going. I will leave that decision up to you. I just put Jesse down for his nap. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are struggling with extreme separation anxiety, like out of nowhere this week, like night and day. I cannot even put him down for 1 second. It's so hard. I know it's just a phase. I'm gonna save this longer discussion for one of my regular vlogs, but just know that that's going on behind the scenes. I made kind of a mess, but I had 2 eggs again this morning. Jesse had some eggs. His eggs are still here. House is a bit of a disaster because I was just trying to like survive this morning. I'm gonna catch my breath during this nap time and we'll continue. All right, Jesse's awake. I have someone's vlog on just as background noise. I think he's gonna be okay for 5 minutes if I'm right over here where he can still see me. Obviously, I still need to supervise him anyway because he likes to climb on that thing. Okay, let's refill my vitamin container. This is not one of the habits, but maybe this will be something that you want to put on your challenge, is to make sure to take your vitamins every day. I just put him down. The wait window took a turn for the worse, but I took this picture as my picture of the day to document this phase of time because I've heard it said that kids grow up so fast, nothing lasts forever, and I want to remember this time where he really needed his mama, but he had a very intense crying spell. Even though I was holding him, he kind of just rested on my chest for like 10 minutes and then he fell asleep, so I transferred him to the crib. So hopefully over the next 75 days, we're going to capture happy moments, mundane, everyday boring life moments, sad moments, difficult moments. And then when we look back over the course of the year and we scroll through our camera feed, we're gonna remember all the ups and the downs. And I think that's beautiful. All right, I'm using up one of my walks today. It is nice and hot outside, but there is a little bit of a cloud coverage. So it's actually not as hot as it could be. That's why I'm walking today. We'll see how long he tolerates this. He usually only does about 20 minutes, in which case we'll do an at-home workout to finish out the 45 minutes. All right, for my snack, I'm having some edamame. This stuff is it's decent in protein, 7 grams. 7 grams per half a cup. I feel like I have 2 servings here. 14 grams of protein. I also scarfed down an Uncrustable and 2 cheese sticks. So that's kind of my lunch for today. And we have no groceries for dinner. Typical. Let's see how I'm gonna meet my protein goal today. I will meet it though. I am determined. I usually just put some salt on these bad boys. Microwave them for a few minutes with a little water. You're good to go. Apparently I'm only at 59 grams of protein for the day. I didn't log my coffee because in my coffee I put a little bit of milk. 3.9 grams right there. We're at 63 grams. Let me finish my workout first because the walk was only 30 minutes. AJ's eating this leftover fried chicken that he bought yesterday from Publix, and I don't really like that. I'll usually work out in the living room if I'm doing something at home, but there's toys all over the place and I don't have that much time. I just put him down. He's probably only gonna sleep for like 30 minutes. I have to do 15 minutes of something to get to my 45-minute goal. So we're gonna do a 15-minute YouTube app workout. I'll link the one that I choose to do down below. In my opinion, there's a hierarchy of workouts. So the best possible workout we can do is at the gym, but of course that's not realistic for a lot of us. So the next best thing is to do an at-home workout. I would put that in ranking number 2. In ranking number 3, we have a workout with our baby or with our children involved or around us. The reason I put this as the least productive workout is only because we often get distracted, as we should, right? We have children, babies walking, crawling around us. It's natural to get distracted and not focus fully on the workout. That being said, a workout with your children is way better than no workout at all. So keep that in mind. We have good, better, and best. We can get a good workout in with our kids. We can get an even better workout during nap time or early in the morning or after they go down. We can get an even better workout, the best workout at a gym or an external location where we can completely disconnect, shut off our mind. If you can swing doing a workout during nap time or when you have full focus on your workout, that is what I recommend. All right, AJ's home. He's also actually doing 75 hard, but he's doing it for the boys. He's doing a gallon of water, so he ordered this huge water jug. He's doing the original, like, full 75 hard with the original rules, which is 2 workouts a day. Okay, so we're gonna definitely need a core power to meet my protein today. I think I'm also gonna do one of these. I might end up having to eat a drumstick. I don't love the fried chicken, but you gotta do what you gotta do to hit those protein goals, guys. This is honestly so fun for me, figuring out what in the kitchen I can eat to meet my goal. It's so fun. Because remember what we said earlier, ladies. You're building your muscle, you're going to the gym, you're lifting heavier weights than you did last week. For that reason, you have to make sure you're getting enough protein to sustain that muscle that you're building. Can we be eating cleaner sources of protein? Absolutely, but we're keeping it real, okay? 80 seconds, a minute 20, right? Of 75 soft, hard, whatever you want to call it, was also a success. It is now day 4, Sunday. I'm gonna end off this vlog here. I'm gonna include updates on the challenge throughout the regular vlogs that I post on my channel. I post twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays usually, to the best of my ability. Yeah, comment down below if you're joining this challenge with me or if you're adjusting some of the rules. I would love to hear what your goals are going to be with this challenge, and I think it's fun that we're all doing this together. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really means so much to me. If you drop a comment down below, it really supports my channel. It tells YouTube that people are enjoying my content, and it keeps me motivated to continue making videos for you guys. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe, join the family officially. I'm so excited that you're here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.